Students, we are learning lesson number 5 and name of the topic is there towards the green energy. Towards the green energy. And in this lesson, before this you have studied 3 power plants. We have studied 3 power plants. In that thermal power plant based on the coal. Second one is there power plant based on the nuclear energy. Third one is there power plant based on the natural gas. Now these 3 power plants, these are not eco-friendly. These power plants which we have studied, these 3 power plants, these are not eco-friendly. That means power plants which are working on the fossil fuels or nuclear fuel, these are not eco-friendly. They are creating some problems into the environment. So some green energy sources are there. Some green energy sources are there. And that green energy sources we are going to study after this. So before this we have studied which are the green energy sources. In that first one is there water stored into the dam. Okay, dam is there, reservoir is there. Second one is there solar energy is there. Third one is there windmill is there, wind is there. So these are the green energy sources and there is no burning of the fuel. There is no burning of the fuel. So these green energy sources, they are not causing the pollution. And one of the remain that one is the biofuel. So in this in the green energy sources, green energy, in that first power plant we are going to study, and that power plant is the hydroelectric power plant, or you can say power plant based on water, hydroelectric power plant. So in this hydroelectric power plant, that power plant is eco-friendly because here no burning of the fuel, no burning of that particular what you can say coal, petroleum products. Okay, so due to the no burning of fossil fuels, here no air pollution, there is no any environmental harm. So this power plant is totally eco-friendly. So in this some points are there. So if you are going to study these point wise, then it is very easy to understand and very easy to remember. In that first point is there source of energy. Which is the source of energy for hydroelectric power plant? Now here hydroelectric, in that word only its meaning is there. That word itself indicates its meaning. So in that hydro means water and electric, that means generation of electricity by using water, hydroelectric power plant. So in this, which is the source of energy? Source of energy is there water stored into the dam, water stored into the reservoir. Second thing is there which principle is used. So here also we are using generator, that's why here also principle is there electromagnetic induction. Wherever generator is coming, there electromagnetic induction is there. So next thing is there construction and working. So in that construction, which parts are there in this power plant? So which components are there in this power plant? That one you have to explain to the construction. So in that first thing is that dam or reservoir should be there. What is the role of that particular dam or reservoir? So dam or reservoir is used to store the water. So dam, it is used for storing the water. Second one is the sluice gate. So for what purpose that sluice gate is used? That sluice gate, it allows water to flow towards the turbine. So it will start sluice gate will start flow water towards the turbine. Next one is the penstock is there. So what is the role of that particular penstock? Penstock is used to carry water from dam to the generator or dam to the turbine. So that water is carried to the dam to the turbine. So here turbine is there, you can say turbine. Again, understood work of that penstock. Penstock is used to carry the water from dam to the turbine. So after that, next point is the turbine. Next component is the turbine, and in that what is the role of turbine? Turbine is rotated with the help of water. So turbine is rotated with the help of water, and that turbine is helping to rotate magnet in the generator, and because of that, due to the electromagnetic induction, electricity will be generated by generator. The next component is the generator. So we are knowing already, we have studied what is the function of generator, what is the work of generator, and generator is used to produce electricity. Generator is used to produce electricity. So to produce electrical energy or electricity by using electromagnetic induction, this is principle. The next point is the powerhouse. What powerhouse is there, and what is the use of, or what is the work of that particular powerhouse? For the storage of the electricity and for the distribution of electricity. Storage and distribution of electricity is the function of that particular powerhouse. So after that, we are going to study about working of that particular hydroelectric power plant. Working of hydroelectric power plant. In that, first we'll understand the diagram, and with the help of diagram we'll explain the working of that particular hydroelectric power plant. So in that, which in the construction, which components are there, that one we have studied. So here dam is there. So here dam. So in that dam, water is there. Lot of water will be stored. Lot of water will be stored. Here wall of the dam is there. Wall of the dam is there to block the water, to store the water. Then here point A, B and C points are given. Here 3 points are given, point A, B and C. Again here at point B, one of the sluice gate is fixed. Sluice, yes, L-U-I-C, sluice gate is fixed. So when this gate will be lifted up, if you are lifting this gate upward direction, then what will happen? Flow of water will start. Water will flow from dam towards the turbine, and one of the penstock is the penstock. That penstock is used to carry water from dam to the turbine. Penstock will carry that water, flow of water with high speed toward the turbine. So turbine will rotate here. Turbine will rotate, and that turbine's axle, or you can say axle, is connected to the generator, and shaft is connected to the generator, and then generator is producing electricity. That electricity is stored into the powerhouse, and that powerhouse stores electricity, and it is distributing the electricity. Okay, so like this way, how is the working of this particular power plant, which is, or hydroelectric power plant? In that, first point is there. So whatever potential energy stored into the generator, what is the potential energy stored into the dam? Whatever potential energy stored into the dam, that potential energy is there in the form of water. So water stored into the dam, it contains potential energy, and that potential energy of water is converted into kinetic energy. That water is allowed to flow, and because of that, it is converted into kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy of water is converted into kinetic energy of turbine. That flowing water, fast flow of water, it will rotate the turbine. When turbine will rotate, it will rotate the magnet in the generator, and generator will give output. Generator will produce electricity. So like this way, its working is there of this power plant. So in the working, which points are given? Potential energy in the water is stored into the dam. Whatever water you are storing into the dam, that water contains potential energy, and it is converted into kinetic energy of water. That potential energy converted into kinetic energy. Second point is that fast flow of water is brought to the turbine. So water with high speed, it is brought to the turbine. Fast flow of water is brought to the turbine. At the bottom of the dam, through the penstock is carrying water. Third point is the kinetic energy of water drives the turbine. Because of that speed of that particular water, turbine will rotate, it will drive the turbine, and turbine drives the generator, and generator will produce electricity. Turbine will drive, it will rotate magnet in the generator, and generator will produce electricity. So this is the diagram related to the hydroelectric power plant. In the diagram we have seen Here point A is there, point B is there, and point C is there. So here also in the textbook 3 questions are asked regarding to the point A, regarding to the point B, and regarding to the point C, and that question is there, use your brain power. So what is that question, we'll see. So in case of the point A is at higher level, point A is at higher level, point B is at middle level, and point C is there at the bottom, lower level. So first question is related to the point A, or so sorry, first question is related to the point B. At point B, question is there, what is the question? At point B, how much water in the dam will get converted into kinetic energy of water? It will get converted into kinetic energy of water. So how much water is present above B point? That means water from A to B, this much water will get converted into kinetic energy, and it will be utilized for the production of electricity. Next point is there, at point B, as compared to the first point is there, as point B, how much water will get converted into into the flow of water, or into the kinetic energy of water. In that, from starting point to the B, that means A to B, this much water will get converted into kinetic energy of water. And suppose next question is the related point A. So if you sluice gate, okay, so there you will allow water to flow from point A. One question is there, it is related to the point A. Suppose that a system to carry water towards the turbine, this system will be there at point A, then what will be the effect on the generation of electricity? So if you start flow of water from point A is at higher level, so here potential energy is more. So where if you allow water to flow from point A, then a sluice gate will be there at point A, then water will come with high speed. So due to the higher potential energy, due to the height, water will from point A, it will flow with high speed, with faster speed, and it will fall on the turbine, and turbine will rotate, and turbine will it is connected to the generator, and generator will produce more electricity. Suppose you will allow water from point A, more electricity will be produced. Next question is related to the point C. Next question is related to the point C. Suppose you will allow water to you will make system or sluice gate, you will fix here at point C, then what will be the effect on the generation of electricity? So point C is at the lower level, point C is at the lower level, so height is less. So what will happen? From point C, water will flow towards the turbine, but the speed of the water will be less. And due to this electricity generation, here if you start to flow water from point C, then less amount of electricity will be generated. So these 3 points, these are coming into the use your brain power. 3 questions. First one related to the B, second one is related to the A, and third one is related to the C. Okay, so at point A, if you start the water flow from point A, more electricity will be generated due to the higher potential energy. If you start flow water from point C, less amount of energy will be generated by generator, because there at that point C is at lower level, so less potential energy, and water will flow with low speed. Okay, how much speed that turbine is rotating, then that much amount of electricity will be produced. So I think you have understood up to here. The next thing is the schematic of hydro. This one is diagram. That means the schematic of hydroelectric power plant. Next point, you have to study stages of hydroelectric power plant. What are the stages? How this power plant is working? That one. Water in the reservoir with potential energy. First stage is there. Water is there in the reservoir, and it is having higher potential energy. Second stage is the water turbine, that water is allowed to go to the turbine. Water turbine is there, water is going to the turbine from the dam. Generator is there. When generator is turbine is rotating, that turbine is connected to the generator, and generator will produce electricity. So which stages are there? Water into the dam, which is having potential energy. Water turbine is there, rotation of the turbine. Then generator is there, generator will produce electricity. Now next point is there energy transformation. Energy transformation. So what is the energy transformation? Which energy in which form it is converted? We are knowing that principle of that particular law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It will be converted. It can be converted from one form to another form. And total amount of energy in the universe, remains constant. So according to that principle, energy transformation, potential energy into the dam, potential energy in the water of the dam. So if water is there in the dam and it is having potential energy, that energy is converted into kinetic energy in the flowing water. Kinetic energy will be there in the flowing water, and finally kinetic energy of the flowing water is converted into kinetic energy of the water turbine, and last, that kinetic energy of water turbine is converted into electrical energy with the help of a generator. So flow of water will be like this. Okay. So this is power plant which is best on that particular water hydroelectric power plant. So it is very simple. You will read 2-3 times, you can remember this one easily. So next points we are going to study about the hydroelectric power plant. In that advantages and disadvantages. Next point is the advantages and disadvantages. So what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages we are going to study. So we'll discuss that advantages, disadvantages in detail. So first thing is there in the advantages. So advantages. So what are the advantages? First advantage is there in case of the hydroelectric power plant. If sufficient amount of water is present in them, more amount of electricity can be produced. Sufficient amount of water should be there in the reservoir or in the dam, then you can produce large amount of electricity. Second one is there no burning of fuels. So there is no air pollution. So it is environmental friendly. This power plant is environment friendly. Next one is the automatic replenishment. Replenishment of water in the dam. Automatic replenishment of water into the dam. Replenishment of water means automatically filled. So automatic replenishment of the water in the dam in the rainy season. So these are the advantages. First one is that if sufficient amount of water is present in the dam, more amount of electricity can be produced. Second one is there no burning of the fuels, so there is no air pollution, and so it is environment friendly. Third point is there automatic replenishment of the water. Automatically water get filled in the dam during the rainy season, and it is renewable source of energy. Source of energy. Renewable source of energy. It is a renewable source of energy. Okay, so these are the advantages of hydroelectric power plant. So this power plant is also having some disadvantages. This power plant is also having some disadvantages. That disadvantages we are going to discuss. So which are the disadvantages? Advantages are there 3-4 and disadvantages are also 3-4. So disadvantages we'll see. So what are the disadvantages of this power plant? So in that we'll check disadvantages. So first thing is there. First we'll discuss about the disadvantages and then we'll write. So whenever you want to set up hydroelectric power plant, hydroelectric project or hydroelectric power plant, first thing is that building of the dam. You should make a dam, you should build the dam. So you are making one, you are blocking that particular river to make the dam. So there are some problems associated with this dam also. So in case of hydroelectric power plant, blockage of the river water, it is leading to the backwater, and due to the backwater many people they have to forcefully migrate from their villages to another places. Forceful migration is one of the disadvantages here. Another thing is there, whatever fertile land is there, whatever agricultural field is there, that agricultural land, it is going into the submerged into the water, it gets waterlogged. So that's why people also have to migrate. Another thing is there, if you are blocking that particular river water, then blockage of that water, it is making that water polluted. If water is flowing, there is no pollution. So whatever aquatic plants are there, aquatic animals are there, these aquatic plants, aquatic animals, they are also getting affected due to the blockage of the water. And another important thing, many forests also get waterlogged. So forest is also, their number is also decreasing, and whatever wild animals are present in the forest, they also are migrating. So these are the problems related to the hydroelectric power plant. So we'll discuss which are the problems. First one, building of dam. Building dam causes backwater problems. Second one is the forceful migration of community. Forceful migration of community, people have to migrate from one place to another place. Third one is the fertile land get submerged into the water. Fourth point is the forest also get submerged into water. Next one is there, due to blockage, blocking river water, aquatic plants and animals also get affected. Aquatic plants and animals also get affected. So these are the problems related to the disadvantages, or these are problems related to the hydroelectric power plant. Building of dam causes backwater problems, forceful migration of the community. People, they have to migrate, they have to leave their villages also, they have to go to the another places. Fertile land also gets submerged into the water. So fertile land is also going into the water. Then next one is the forest also gets submerged into water due to blocking of the river water. Aquatic plants and animals get affected in here. In forest also get affected. So wild animals also migrate. That means these wild animals are coming to the human settlement. They are coming to the urban areas or into the villages. Okay, so which points we have studied in case of the hydroelectric water plant? First thing is their source of energy. Is their water stored into the dam. Second one is the principle is the electromagnetic induction. Working is there. In that working, dam is there to store the water. Again, next one is the sluice gate to allow the flow of water towards the turbine. After that, turbine is there. What is the use of turbine? Turbine is connected to the generator, so turbine rotates, then magnet will rotate, and the generator is there. It will produce electricity. After that, powerhouse is there. What is the use of powerhouse? Powerhouse will store the powerhouse will store the electricity, and that electricity is distributed to the other people, industries or people. Then after that, stages also we have studied. Water stored into the reservoir, and it is having potential energy. Water in the reservoir with potential energy. Then water in the water turbine is there. After that, generator is there. After that, electric energy is there, and energy transformation. Whatever potential energy stored into the water, that potential energy of the water is converted into kinetic energy of the turbine, kinetic energy of water, then kinetic energy of turbine. Then after that, electrical energy with the help of generator. And advantages and disadvantages we have studied. Advantages, 3-4 advantages. What are the advantages? So if sufficient amount of water is present, you can generate more electricity. Then another advantage is there. So there is no any combustion of the fuel, so no air pollution, it is eco-friendly. And the third advantage is there, replenishment of the water. Automatically dam get filled with water. Replenishment of water takes place due to the rainfall. So these are the advantages. And what are the disadvantages? Building dams causes backwater problems, forceful migration of the community. People have to migrate from their villages to another villages. Fertile land gets submerged into the water. Forests also get submerged into the water. So wild animals are also migrating. And due to the blocking of river water, aquatic plants and animals get affected. So next power plant we'll study in next video.